This man suddenly realizes that his wife is with someone else. He was furious and found his wife, but his wife's words made him dumbfounded. The woman says she doesn't know him. The man couldn't believe it, that his wife of 5 years would pretend she didn't know him. He was about to get angry. What shocked him even more, the wife called a strange man and said he was her husband, and the name on his clothes was exactly the same as his. The man was furious. He asked his wife why she was doing this to him, but the wife remained silent. The hotel manager thought the man was causing trouble. He took him away by force. John thought he could uncover the truth of the matter by proving his identity, but he didn't expect what happened next to completely refresh his knowledge. John asked the hotel to retrieve the surveillance when he and his wife checked in, to prove his relationship with his wife, but in the surveillance camera, there was only his wife. It was then that John remembered. He was outside the hotel checking his luggage, so his wife came alone to do the check-in. When the hotel manager didn't believe him, John had to reveal that he was a doctor of biology. Just log on to Google and they can find out his information. Then the truth will come out. But the moment the information was found, John was completely dumbfounded, because the picture on the website was actually the man who had impersonated himself. At this moment John was also confused. Obviously his memory is so clear. Why is everything different from what he thought? The hotel manager lost his patience. They wanted to take John to the police station. John had to take out a hospital card to prove that he had a car accident a few days ago. That's why he had brain problems. It turns out that a few days ago, John was checking into a hotel with his wife. He realized he was missing a piece of luggage, so he took a cab to the airport. He was halfway to the airport. The refrigerator in the car in front of him accidentally slipped. The female driver panicked and dodged. She accidentally drove into the river, and at the moment of going down the river, John's head was hit hard on the glass. He fainted instantly. The female driver escaped in time to break the glass and save him, but when the ambulance arrived, the female driver sneaked out of the scene. When John woke up in the hospital, 4 days had passed. During these 4 days, his wife never contacted him. John wanted to call his wife, but he couldn't remember her number, and he had only a few memories of his life with her. Doctors told him it was the after effects of the impact on his brain, that some of his memories were lost, but as time passes, the memories will come back. John only remembers that he is a doctor of biology. As for the reason why he and his wife came here, he couldn't recall any of it, until he happened to see the news about the upcoming biotech summit on TV. Then he remembered that he and his wife had flown here to attend the summit, but he didn't expect this to happen when he found his wife. John felt that his wife must have been coerced. That's why she didn't dare to recognize him. So when he was kicked out of the hotel, he quietly observed his wife's behavior through the hotel's glass again. But seeing his wife's intimate behavior with men, she didn't look like she was being coerced. At this moment John was also a bit confused, but his sixth sense told him he was not mistaken. Maybe his wife had something to hide. He had to prove his identity as soon as possible, because one more moment's delay, his wife's danger might increase. He wanted to call his American colleague to ask him to help prove his identity, but the other party's phone was always off. He suddenly noticed a car not far away that seemed to have been following him since he left the hotel. John instantly realized something bad. In order to prove his suspicions, he went into the underground station, and the man saw this and quickened his pace to catch up with him. Just at the last second before the subway closed, John managed to rush into the carriage and left the man outside. Now John is basically sure that the man who just followed him must be in league with the hotel's men.